guess he forgot to stop. What's up, everybody? It's another awesome day to be in FLA and back in the beehive of activity of the Villages, Florida. Today is Thursday, September the 4th. Had to think about that for a minute. 2025. It's about 2:15 in the afternoon right now. No rain on us right now, but we do have some afternoon thunderstorms in the forecast. So I'm starting today's adventure. It's going to be a golf cart ride, and we're going to go look at a lot of brand new homes for sale, a lot of brand new neighborhoods, and talk about that here in just a second. But just to point out where we're at, back here is one of our infamous roundabouts back here. So that is Marsh Bend Trail Road that you see back here behind me. It's a very busy road now. It's going to get even busier because if you go that direction down there, that will take you down to Shady Brook. It will take you to Moultrie Creek, and it will take you to all those other neighborhoods over there, as well as Middleton too. But then if you go down this direction over here, that previous video that I did, that will take you up to Magnolia Shopping Plaza over there. So this roundabout right here just happens to be the entrance to the Village of Wellpoint. And I'm going to spin the camera around here in just a second and show you that. And you can see there is the entrance. So but before we get on the golf cart and ride around and show you these houses, and we're going to show you every type of neighborhood that the Villages has for sale right now. We're going to take you through a garden villa. We're going to take you through a patio villa neighborhood. We're going to take you through I think a courtyard villa neighborhood as well too. We'll show you some designer homes, and then maybe we'll even show you some premier homes. So we'll get on the golf cart and ride around. This may be my longest video ever. But before I do that, just real quickly, if you're brand new here, my name's Michael. My awesome wife, Tiffany, and I, we're just a couple of empty nesters who moved full-time to the Villages a little over a year and a half ago, going on almost 2 years now. And we just document our experiences and our expenses, and we share that with you here on YouTube and Facebook. So if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe and notification bell so you never miss any of our videos. If you're on Facebook over there, go check that out. Tiffany runs our Facebook group. I'm responsible for our YouTube group, so would really appreciate if you would help by hitting that subscribe button and drop us a comment below and smash the thumbs up too. See, there's a stop sign right there, and the truck says safety first. He didn't bother to stop. You see those golf carts on the other side? It's like playing chicken out here with your own life, to be honest with you. So there are no gate arms at this entrance or all the way down at the other entrance of the Villages. I'm going to just point out right now, this is a huge, huge safety hazard for all of us that live in the Villages, or if you're coming here for a lifestyle visit, be careful of this right here. I will say there have been a lot of regular cars, Villagers, that have stopped, but you do see a lot of folks that just blow through here because it is a straight shot all the way down to the other end, to the brand new Village of Edenfield, and it comes out on Bexley Trail over there. So let's just pause right here for a minute and let you watch the golf carts. Some folks are waving at us over there. There you go. Be careful while you're waving at me. Watch what you're doing. All right, they made it safely across. Let's see, that cart went. He did stop. We are going to spend the majority of our time driving all the way down this road that runs parallel with Marsh Bend Trail, and we're going to drive back through all of these neighborhoods over here. Just on the other side of this wall, that is a garden villa neighborhood that has been for sale. They first posted this, and we did a video when they first opened it up and announced it for sale at least 5 or 6 months ago, and they still have a plethora of brand new homes in there for sale that have not sold yet. And matter of fact, there's a lot of brand new inventory all the way down this road. So before we jump on the golf cart, I also want to just kind of make a little disclaimer. Number one, we are not partnered with or affiliated with or endorsed by the Villages whatsoever. We're not compensated by them. We're also not real estate agents or brokers trying to actually sell you a house. We're just like you. We're just a couple of hardworking folks that have worked hard our entire life, and we just kind of want to live this dream, and that's what we've been doing. We've been documenting and sharing with you our real life personal experiences and our real life expenses. And our channel, you know, we're a pretty positive channel. We try to stay positive most of the time. And so today's video, there might be a little negativity in there. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to share with you my personal opinion because, you know, before we bought our house, you know, almost 2 years ago, all this area you see right here, this was all empty land. So we've really got to watch this grow up. And so, yeah, we're going to drive through here. I'm going to share with you a couple of things of why I think these homes haven't sold out completely yet, because they are selling other brand new homes in other areas. So just keep that in mind. So they say the first rule of real estate is location, location, location. And that applies no matter if you're buying a brand new house, a resale house, or you're trying to buy a piece of property to open up a business. So there are, you know, one good thing I'd say about this location, and that is we do have this multimodal cart path right here, that if you take that all the way down, you're not driving with traffic over here. You can take this all the way down to the very other end and come out over there at the village of Shady Brook. Then you can get to Moultrie Creek, and you can get to Middleton, and you can also go down there and get to Eastport that way. But you can also get to Eastport by driving back to these neighborhoods. So that's awesome. And then once you cross over, you know, that busy intersection right there, you can take the multimodal cart path up that direction to go up to Magnolia Shopping Plaza. You can go to the Everglades Recreation Center, and you can also go that direction to get up to Brownwood Town Square. So that's pretty darn awesome as far as location is concerned. But where I will point out the negative, I mean, me just sitting here right now on this road, look how busy this road is right now. And it's, you know, about 2:30, 2:40 right now in the afternoon. This isn't rush hour traffic. This isn't peak snowbird season. This is only going to get busier in the fall and the winter when everybody flocks back to the villages. And then as it continues to grow, it's going to get busier and busier. All right, now I'm back in the golf cart, got my seatbelt on. We got the camera attached to the front windshield. We're gonna pull down here and show you location, location, location. Issue number 2, and why we did not buy one of these houses down here. It's already busy. You see all these golf carts going back and forth across this way. Just be careful. If you're down here looking to buy houses, or if you're down here lifestyle visit, be careful. Just because there's a stop sign does not mean anybody's gonna stop. So I'm looking both ways, making sure no one's coming. We're gonna get back here in the multimodal cart path here. And we're gonna come up here and stop and hang a right, but I'm gonna definitely make sure I look left to make sure no one's coming right now. We got the all clear, we're good. And then we have to merge right here. Well, we're merging the regular lane, and now we're gonna get into our own little multimodal cart path lane right there. So we're driving down the back side of these Garden Villa homes. So that's another location issue. So they got every golf cart, they got every car basically driving right through their backyard. Let's take a right here onto Denise Drive. And then we're gonna go down the entire length of Denise Drive, and we're gonna drive through all these neighborhoods to our right that back up to Marsh Bend Trail Road. So welcome to Isabella Villas. These are the Garden Villa homes. This is a very unique style of home that the Villages built. Tiffany and I, we were super, super excited and interested in these, but we did not like the location. Don't like that it backs up to the main road. Don't like that it's so close to the entrance. We love the look of this. We love the design of this, but I just do not like the location of this. So the other, location thing, look at that. You got the power lines right there that run the entire length of the backside of this property. So there were a lot of folks that when they bought in here, the prime houses sold out fast. If you go back to watch any of our videos, we tell you, the prime lots, corner lots that back up to a nature view or a golf course or whatever, those always sell out first. And the first folks that came in here, they bought these houses at a premium. So congratulations to you on that. But unfortunately, these homes have not been selling over here, and the Villages has discounted these multiple times. You can't tell that from the Villages website, the VLS. They don't really show you that. When you log in there today, you just see today's current prices. So there are some really, really good deals in here now. The home prices in here are a lot lower when they first listed these 5 or 6 months ago, and they keep getting lower. Who knows? Maybe we could overlook some of these location things, but more than likely we would not do that. Again, all these homes will eventually sell. So for everybody that already lives here and that will be moving here, you're going to get a beautiful home. But the reality is, this neighborhood should have sold out within weeks, based on all the other historical sales here in the Villages. All right. Got big, beautiful blue skies this direction over here. Well, you do have some puffy white clouds and maybe a few dark gray clouds. We'll stop and take a right onto Santino Avenue. And we're not going to go to that neighborhood across the way because they are away from Marsh Bend Trail Road. So that's an awesome neighborhood over there. If you want a designer home, you're further away. And some of those homes on the backside actually do back up to the golf course. Go back and check out some of our other videos. We came over here and videotaped this when this was nothing but land, when they first were putting those lots for sale. And again, the lots that backed up the golf course literally sold out within, you know, hours. So making our way down here, we're going to hang a right here. This next neighborhood is going to be, now I'm drawing a blank on what these are called. Help me out in the comments below. I'm totally forgetting what these houses, cottage homes? Yes, these are cottage homes right here. So this is a cottage neighborhood. You can see some folks have already bought and have already moved in here. And the homes down here towards this end of the road probably will sell faster than the ones, as you see, we're getting down here that back up to the power lines and also Marsh Bend Trail Road. And we'll aim the golf cart in this direction over here, so you can see that just a little bit better. You can see some of the power lines back there, and you can see, you know, there are some of those garden villa homes I was talking about. So you could buy those garden villa homes, but they back up to that wall that backs up right here to this neighborhood. And as we make the turn in this direction, now you'll see, you know, one of the location issues that we had, and that's this view of all these power lines, and I guess it's a power substation back there off in the background that you can see from this neighborhood. And then when we get to that Patio Villa neighborhood directly right there in front of us, you know, they back up to that as well too. So currently we have a Patio Villa home. We love our Patio Villa home in our neighborhood because our neighborhood backs up to a designer neighborhood, and our Patio Villa neighborhood home is elevated up higher than the designer neighborhood behind us. And we have this huge, I think it's like an 8-foot tall privacy fence that runs the entire length of our property. But you can see this right here, this road just dead ends right here in the back of this house. And that's gonna be somebody's bedroom, somebody's living room. And then you really have no privacy over here, whether it be for those Patio Villa homes or these cottage homes right there directly in front of us as well too. We'll stop, no one's coming. Take a right and go all the way down through here. Got the pods moving, storage containers there. It's a very popular way for folks to move into the villages. You see that often. You have the pods delivered, folks will unload them and they come and pick those up. It's a pretty neat truck and machine that they use to deliver and pick those things up. So and so you can see all of these neighborhoods, you know, they have another common theme as well too. There's only one entrance in and one entrance out as far as that garden villa neighborhood was concerned, and also this cottage neighborhood. And then every single one of these roads right here, or every single one of these neighborhoods, dump out onto Denise Drive. And if we hang a left, that's where we started out. So every single one of these homes, whether you be the ones across the street from us or the ones that we're driving back behind us and off to the right here, this is the road they got to take. Everybody that lives back here, there's hundreds, maybe 1,000 plus or more homes back here, and every single person, if they want to exit and get out, they got to drive all the way to the other end and then sit there and watch and be really careful as you cross the road, whether it be in your car or your golf cart. So let's hang a right here onto Logston Lane. And this is a Patio Villa neighborhood. Patio villas are definitely one of the best values. If you want to move into the villages, you can get a 1-bedroom, 1-car garage, under 1,000 square feet. You might be able to get some 2 bedrooms that are under 1,000 square feet for that $215,000 to $230,000 range. These Patio Villas, they have been discounted, or they've got a lot lower asking price than some of the other patio villa neighborhoods that are for sale, that are closer over there to Eastport. And again, I think the whole reason why is location, location, location. So you'll see again, they do have that huge wall over there, which is awesome. But just on the other side of it is that busy road. You do have the power lines over there. Let me take a wide turn since no one's coming here. I'm going to angle, and this is the front of that other house. There you go. So you can see there was the other neighborhood that we were just in over there, and it kind of dead ends right there into the back side of that home right there. And then as we make the turn, you can see the power plant directly in front of us there. Hello, hello. All right, we just made a quick pit stop to say hello to Dell. He's a brand new villager from Illinois. He just moved in and saw me driving down the road here and yelled out, so I stopped by to talk to him for a couple of minutes. He says he's loving this neighborhood, but it may not be for everybody if you don't like those power plants, especially right there in your backyard. So you will have a lot of privacy down here at this end of the road. But you can see what your view is. Now, I don't know if you can hear it right now over on the microphone, but I can definitely hear the traffic back there behind us on Marsh Bend Trail Road. All right, let's take a right here onto Hillfiker Avenue. Something else I will point out about this Patio Villa neighborhood community. It's beautiful, I love it. The roads seem a little bit wider, but I counted it up. There's actually a lot more patio villas in this neighborhood than our neighborhood. And of course, the ones on the interior there, they're going to back up. They're going to have kissing lanais, because pretty much for the most part, all these homes have front lanais. There's a couple of floor plans. There's a couple of models that do have a back lanai. But a lot of those interior ones, the homes just, back up to each other. And then we'll hang a right here into Kaiser Court. And you'll see that we have another dead-end road. And you see it dead ends right here, and I think that is a designer neighborhood right there. So I don't know if anybody's bought these homes yet or not, but you better believe there will be work trucks back here and other folks that just live in the neighborhood parking right here off the back part of your lanai there. They did plant some privacy bushes. I'm guessing the villages did that because it just goes back to the location thing there. If there's a plethora of homes for sale brand new, which home site are you going to choose? The one that backs up to privacy, or the one that has a road that kind of dead ends right there into your back lanai? You can see that one across the way over there. It says sold. We'll take a right here into Logston Lane. And right across the way, these should be premier homes and custom or semi-custom designer homes. When they put all these lots for sale, I can't remember how long now, a couple of months ago, they all sold out immediately because they back up to brand new championship golf course. As a matter of fact, when we get down here in a few minutes, there is a spot to park your golf cart, and there's a little nature trail, a little park area that we'll walk through. But let's take a right here into Patty Path. And yes, this is a designer neighborhood. You can tell it has the curbs on the side and the storm drains on the side instead of the middle of the road. Beautiful neighborhood, some beautiful homes. But again, as you can see, directly right there in front of you is the lovely view of the power plant. And I'll angle the golf cart here just to let you know about kissing lanai. So you can see these interior homes here, and you can see that they have kissing lanais that back up to each other. It looks like they at least staggered these so you don't have lanai to lanai, and they actually planted some shrubs. The Villages wasn't doing that for a long time. They were just building the houses. They weren't put up any type of fence. They weren't put up any type of shrubs. So it looks like they're at least trying to give you a little bit of privacy. We're not going to drive up and down every single road. We're going to hug the perimeter because all these homes off to our right, again, they do back up to Marsh Bend Trail Road. So you will have privacy. You will have that big wall back behind you if you want privacy. But on the other side of that wall is the road. It is the power lines. And then we'll point out that something else that's on the other side of Marsh Bend Trail, if I get a better view of it here in just a second. It's hard to tell from right here. Here we go. This right here looks like it's you know, the water treatment area. I guess it's a substation or something like that. So if you bought this house right here, you'd have kind of some extra parking, but this is basically for the work trucks, the maintenance trucks, and things like that. So we'll drive through the other neighborhood over there here in just a second. But if you see beyond those two houses, you see the big giant power pole, and then beyond that huge oak tree, the Spanish moss that's hanging down, you see a bunch of lights over there. Does anybody know what all those lights and what all that property is over there on the other side? If you know, guess in the comments below, and I'll make sure to tell you what that is here in just a few minutes. So let's back out of here. I would have liked that house just to have the extra parking right there. That would have been pretty awesome, especially if you want to host driveway parties and stuff like that. You got extra parking for folks to park their cars, their golf carts. So now we're back to Denise Drive again. So if we hang a left, it takes us all the way back where we started today's video. So again, every single one of these homes, every person that lives back here has to basically go left or go right when we get to the very, very end of this to get in and out of any of these neighborhoods. So you can see a little bit of the championship golf course back there behind those beautiful homes. Those homes and those lot prices were definitely way out of Tiffany and I's budget. Most of those homes, the home sites alone went from like 149 up to 299,000 just for the empty lot. So now we're going to hang a right here onto Little John Loop. So this house right here in the corner does have this nature area and the pond, and the folks on this side from their front yard, they do have a view of the pond and stuff like that. But again, you can see the power station over there, the power plant, and you can see Marsh Bend Trail Road over there. And you can see the multimodal cart path. No one's driving down it right now, but that's where you drive your golf cart back there. Love the garage doors and the windows in that home right there. Love the colors of that too. Beautiful, beautiful home. All right, I saw one of those big giant lights peeking through back there on the right-hand side. Anybody guess what that is over there on the right-hand side? On the other side of Marsh Bend Trail Road? That is an actual federal prison. So you have all that land over there is a federal prison, and I think there's some rock quarries or mining operations and all that land that goes over there across the street. You do have those big giant trees, so you can't actually see it, but we have heard from folks that you know, depending where you live, when they light those lights up at night, you can see them, and every once in a while you can hear them over the intercom system as they're making announcements over there at the federal prison. And we're almost to the very end down here. So you can see that a lot of folks have already bought, have already moved in. But if you go pull up the Village's website right now and look, you'll see there's still a plethora of brand new inventory for sale. The air temperature is starting to get a little bit cooler, which means we'll probably get some rain here really, really soon. All right, I'm going to stop and pause the golf cart here at the very end of this road because this is the first time I've seen this house directly in front of us. And wow, that is beautiful. I love the size of it. I love the color of that house. Love everything about it. So we're here at the intersection of Craig Court and Little John Loop. And that right there was the most expensive lot that has sold in the Villages in a long, long time. Ever since we've been in the Villages, that was the most expensive empty lot. and that sold for a little less than $300,000. I think it was $299,000, or maybe it's $299,999, but it was just shy of $300,000 for that lot. And wow, that is a gorgeous, gorgeous home. So go back and check out that other video when I came over and filmed this area, and it was nothing but empty land. So we're gonna hang a right and go all the way to the end of the road, but we will come back. We will park over here where you see this car parked, which is supposed to be golf cart parking, and there is a little nature trail and park that we can walk through. So let's get all the way down to the end of the road and finish up today's golf cart home tour, and then we'll go show you that little park area over there. So all the homes on our left, most of these again are premier homes, or custom designer homes, and they do back at the championship golf course. Let's watch this work truck here, this van. And we're gonna hang a right here into Oak Hollow North Villas. So these are also cottage homes. This is a cottage villa neighborhood. It looks like we could have cut through over there. We'd have thought that. So there is a couple of ways in and out, or maybe that just dead ends back there. I'm not gonna drive all the way through there. You kind of get the gist. We're now headed back towards the power lines. We're now headed back towards Marsh Bend Trail Road. And again, on the other side of those trees, that cluster of trees, is the federal prison. Anybody coming to our right? Nope, no one's coming to our right, but they got the pressure washers down there, so we won't drive down there. But you can see this road dead ends down here, so you would have a lot of privacy if you got that little cottage home right there. You got the big wall, and your neighbor over there has a fence. But let's see if we can get over to the other neighborhood. I think that's the last neighborhood all the way down here. Oh, actually, we're in Craig Court now, because I guess the way I meandered Denise Drive, we kind of cut through, but that's what happens. Denise Drive goes all the way down, and then you kind of take that little loop, and now you're on this. So again, that is still running parallel to that same championship golf course. I just realized that, but maybe I'll put a picture of the map up on the screen right now so you can see exactly where we're at and kind of where those two roads connected. So to get in and out of all these neighborhoods, you have to go back all the way back behind us, or you can go down in this direction down here, which is going towards Eastport. And if you keep meandering, you'll eventually come out over there onto Corbin Trail. But a lot of folks will probably be cutting back and forth through these neighborhoods to get over to Eastport. So this is the last neighborhood on our right here. This is Tansy Trail, Oak Hollow West Verandas. So a veranda is kind of like a designer home, except for that has the walls around the backside, around the perimeter of the property. You do have fences in between you and your neighbors. So if you need a fence for privacy, or because you got dogs and you really want a designer, well, you can't build a fence if you have a designer, but you can get a veranda home. And you can tell, this is a villa or a veranda because they have the storm drains in the center of the road. You don't have the concrete curbing or the storm drains on the sides like you do in the designer homes or the premier homes. Beautiful neighborhood. It's awesome looking off in this direction over here. You got nothing but big fluffy clouds to look at. But when we get down here to the end of the road at this stop sign, we'll hang a left, which will then point us back in the direction of Marsh Bend Trail Road. And there's only one entrance in and out for all these homes back here. Even the homes off to our right, they got to go back behind us where we just came in at. We're gonna hang a left right here. So again, once again, you can see there are the power lines. And it should dead end off to our right over here. Nope, you can get to the back side of the neighborhood off to the right. It dead ends off to our left over here. So whoever got this home right here in the end, that's awesome. You got a lot of privacy there, and it dead ends right here into one of these retention ponds. But as I point the golf cart in this direction, there you go. You can see that is Marsh Bend Trail Road with all the traffic right there. And if you go off in that direction down there, again, it takes you to Shady Brook, Multi Creek, and Middleton. Across the way, you can see there's some type of Villages maintenance facility. Let me do a wide turn here. Actually, I'm just going to back up. That will be easier. No one's coming up behind me. And we'll make our way back to the front of the neighborhood. And we'll go show you where you would check your mail if you live back here in these homes back here. So let's take a ride on Tansy Trail before I forget. You do have some type of, looks like a cell phone tower right there. Let's stop and take a right here into Craig Court. So one of the awesome positive things about living over here, it does look like there's an entrance and an exit to the multimodal cart path that you can get on right there. That's very nice and convenient. Off in this direction over here is the future Eastport area, so you can get to Eastport really quickly. And then you have right here on our left-hand side, which we'll drive through, you have the Oak Hollow Recreation and Postal Facility. You got walking trails right there, so, or actually it looks like that's just a regular golf cart path right there for the championship golf course. This is a brand new adult pool, which is not open yet. This is going to be a very, very popular place to swim once this is open. And then this is where you would come to check your mail. All right, let's hang a right. Let's go all the way back down there, and let's go over there and park in that area, the golf cart parking lot, and walk back there through that nature walking trail. Got to keep our head on a swivel as we drive through here. You can see a lot of people already bought and built their homes. All these homes to the right, those, you know, they bought the lot and built the home. Those weren't spec homes off to our right, so you got a lot of folks that have moved into those already, but you also have all the construction workers that are trying to finish up the homes off to our left, or people that are getting, you know, just upgrades done after they purchased and moved in. All right, let's see if we can thread the needle here. You see UPS has just blocked the middle of the road. Don't think we're gonna be able to get through there. So we'll sit here and wait. All right, we got the all clear now. Let's go over here and park and get out and take a quick little walk. You did. How are y'all doing?
Good.
You want to be on camera? Stand in front of the camera. You can be on camera right now if you want to be. Hey, I'll take it off and I'll interview you. All right. We'll wait for some of the sound to die down. Hey, how are you doing? He's like, I already checked you out. I don't need to talk to you anymore. Who do we got here?
I'm Barbara. This is my friend Lori.
Barbara and Lori, where are y'all from?
Daytona Beach.
Okay.
My husband and I just bought right down the street.
Nice. Well, congratulations. Welcome to the Villages. Who we got right here?
This is Lucy.
Hey, Lucy. You are beautiful. Yeah, I love those eyes. You are sweet. Oh, yeah, but you shed too, don't you? Yeah, you're a shedder. You're sweet. Yeah. And who we got back here?
This is Bella.
Hey, Bella. Lucy and Bella, how are you? Whoops, hey. You gonna be on camera as well? Oh, getting jealous, yep. One gets petted, they all got to get petted, right?
I've watched every single one of your videos.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Helpful in guiding us and directing us. And
Awesome.
Things like that. And I'm like, I hope one of these days I just happen to run into them. Well, into you.
Here we are. Tiffany's not here, I'm sorry. We both have been sick and under the weather. I'm finally feeling better. She's probably 2 days behind me. So hopefully get her through this weekend, and by next week, Tiffany will be back on camera with me there. So
Excellent.
awesome.
Excellent.
Well, very nice meeting y'all. Well, that was a very serendipitous moment. As soon as I pulled up here in the golf cart, there were two ladies that were out here walking their dogs. Barbara and her friend from Daytona, and she lives in Daytona and getting ready to sell her house to move to the Villages. But Barbara just moved into her house only about a week ago. Beautiful, beautiful dogs, Lucy and Bella. It's always a great day when you get to pet a dog, right? So, yeah, Barbara's been watching our channel all the way since our old channel back in our RV days. And she said, thank you for all of our videos and that they've helped them, pick out their house and their lot and so forth and so forth. And she also offered us the opportunity to come take a tour of her home, because her home is the exact same floor plan, the model, as Mike and Maria's video that we showed you, a few weeks ago over there in Shady Brook, that has the big, beautiful pool and the bird cage. And so they built the exact same floor plan, but they didn't add all those extra upgrades. So their house is a little bit more economical, and so they said they would love to share their house with everybody here on our channel, and that we can kind of compare and contrast the exact same floor plans and just kind of look at those different price differences. And then while I was out here getting ready to go too, this other awesome couple right here in the end, they just recently bought and moved in a couple of weeks ago. They used to live up in DeLuna. They're part-timers. They don't live here all the time, but they did invite us to come take a tour of their home, and they have a pool in their backyard. So as far as location is concerned, I told them they got a great location because they only paid $25,000 for that corner lot. They do have a pool back there in the backyard, but as I spin the camera around, you'll see from where they're at right here in this corner, over here on this side, there's that massive house that spent $299,000 just for the lot. So this is supposed to be just for golf cart parking only. You can't see the striped lines right now because all the construction sand and debris and stuff like that, or maybe they haven't actually painted them yet. But yeah, this is not supposed to be for cars. This is supposed to be for bicycles and golf carts. So you can come over here and park and then take a walk through this nature area. I don't guess it's a park. I guess it's just a little nature trail. So let's walk back here and share a couple other thoughts with you. So I found this nice patch of shade underneath these magnificent oak trees with all the Spanish moss. And even though the sun is out and high above, it's a lot cooler over here, I can tell you that. So back here behind me, this is one of the new championship golf courses. And then over in that direction over there, if you go that way, that will take you to the village of Well Point and the brand new village of Edenfield. But everything back here behind me has been the Oak Hollow area. And just like we said at the beginning of the video, location, location, location is the number one rule about real estate. And so when we came over here a couple of months ago and filmed all this empty land before there was a single house built over there, every single one of these home sites sold out literally within hours. They were all sold out within the first day. And that house back there directly behind me, again, is the most expensive home site since we have lived in the Villages, since our time and sharing our expenses. So it went for a little less than $300,000. So if you're the owner of that house, would love to see the inside, do a tour, and share that with our awesome, awesome community here. So Tiffany's still under the weather. I'm finally feeling better. So give her another day or two to get fully recuperated, and she'll be back on videos next week. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you haven't done so by now, do us a huge favor. If you watched up to this point and you haven't done so by now, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. We know a lot of you actually watch on your televisions, so you might have to use your remote control to kind of press the arrows up, and then you should be able to see the thumbs up button, at least on your television. And then when you get a chance on your phone or your tablet or your computer, drop us a comment below and just say hello. And then do us another huge favor by sharing this video and our channel with other awesome people. They're looking for fun and positive content, or they just want to know more what it's like to really live in Central Florida and the world's largest active adult retirement community, the Villages, year-round. Hope you have an awesome, awesome rest of your week, and we will see you in the next video.